Hello guys, how are you doing? Today we have a very special video, and yes, I know I always say that, but I try to bring interesting content to my channel. So yeah, as you've seen it in the title and the thumbnail, this was going to be an unboxing of an original World War II German RAD Tunic, or Reichsarbeitsdienst Tunic. The thing is, I have already recorded the video, but I lost it. So I have to record it again. So it was just an unboxing, like I took it out of the box and that's it. There's no more in it. So here we have the Tunic. I just put I don't know how is that called, that wooden thing to hang it, a hanger. And on the pockets I put some anti-moth capsules or envelopes, or I don't know how are they called. So here is the Tunic. It is a beautiful tunic, honestly. This is my first German World War II tunic. So I'm not wearing anything and I'm touching it, and you say, why are you doing that? So the thing is, well, first of all, you can see, Merry Christmas everybody. I have my tree over there. So I'm not wearing gloves. You should not wear gloves when you're touching original cloth or delicate cloth, and when you're touching paper. So I used to, when I did the videos of my postcards, I shouldn't be wearing gloves when touching, because you cannot feel the paper and you can rip it apart. So that is very important. And the thing is with here, so you just have to wash your hands and that's it. But it's not pretty compulsory. I mean, you do what you want with your stuff. So this is the Tunic. You can see, first of all, the sleeve badge, or I don't know how is this called, yeah, badge or patch or whatever, 3548. And as you can see, this is very important that you see the stitching. As you can see, it is perfectly stitched. I mean, here you can see it. It is perfect. You can see runs in here. It's not easy to see, but there it is. Why am I focusing that a lot? You'll see in a moment. When you open it, well, I have to. Well, first of all, the outside. We'll go to that in a moment. This is a 6-button variation of it. You can see pebbled buttons. It has some minor repairs, as in here and on this side for a little moth, but I don't mind, because it is an 80-year-old item, and it is pretty normal. And I think this is a pre-war tunic, and we'll see it in a moment. So I've got this tunic for a very, very good price. It came from Slovenia, so that's quite cool. And the guy was talking to me in German, so I don't know. It is not easy to do it one-handed. So I was I was not sleeping, but I was having breakfast when someone rang my door's bell, my house's door's bell, and I jumped, so I was a little sleepy at the moment. So the inside, and I was telling you, so it has little holes in there, but I don't mind, as I said. So markings, letter K, I don't know what that means, because I'm not an expert on Tunics either. I'm not an expert in anything really, but I personally think that I know a lot about German helmets. I think these are the measurements, 96, 40, 84, and 60. This is a pretty small size, because I'm not pretty big either. I think, and this tunic was very small for me. This says 34, I think REGG or regiment, I think, I'm not sure. If someone knows, please tell me in the comments. And here was 0 and maybe a 4, but I don't know here, because there's a hole, as you can see. And then buttons, let me sit right here. These are original RAD buttons. They are pretty worn. Well, this one is very good, with a serial on it, but the other one is very worn, like you cannot see almost. And this is the cool part about it. So always you should check your pockets, because you can find cool stuff. I found this is not cool, very cool stuff. I found this, but this is pretty modern. I think is from this century. So either way, this is pretty cool. You say AD go. So this is Arbeitsgo, or I think that's Arbeitsgo. Yeah. XXV. Arbeitsgo 25. But as you can see on the sleeve, it says 35. So I posted this on a forum, and I was pretty concerned about it, because I thought, ooh, I might have bought something that has been messed up with. But I saw the stitching, and it's perfect stitching. And when you go to the actual sleeve interior, you can see that the stitching in here is perfect. So no, it is original, and it is just a simple error, because in Roman numbers 35 is the same as 25, but with an X more, so that's pretty cool. More stuff. As you can see, this is a very cool button, but this one is has been added to it. It is not original to this tunic. It should be like this, pebbled, but less pebbled than this one. This is maybe a combat tunic, and has this interior like I don't know, like, please, camera, please. He has something in there. Let me read it for you. Well, it is best to take it to open the pocket, actually. Okay. So let me read it. Okay. It says ESCH.L.37, and that's it. That's the only thing. But on these ones, they say another thing. Is the only not original button. These ones are different on the interior, but I don't know what do they mean. If someone knows, please tell me, but they are pretty rusty. All of them, not just this one, but all of them. If someone has a tunic, please let me know. Well, on these buttons, also here it says 36. O and CIE 36. So I don't know, in all of them, by the way, I don't know really what does it mean, but as I said, I'm not an expert on these tunics, so if someone knows, please tell me. And by the way, this is my first tunic, as I said earlier. I'm very, very, very happy with it. Please, 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 God. So with one hand is not easy, as you can see. So the interior is pretty much it. It has 2 buttons in there, I don't know why. And here is also another important thing. Well, it has on the sleeves this for adjustment, but the button fell off in both of them. And here's another thing. So this color, it's a little darker in this place, so it might have had some color tabs. But on the shoulders, it has a hole right here, and it may have had some shoulder boards, a pair of shoulder boards, because it has the hole on both sides. But on this side, it hasn't got the stitching or remains of stitching or a button for the shoulder board, because you attach your shoulder board like this and you need a button. So it may have not have any shoulder boards, and just the stitching here needs to be replaced. But it sure had some color tabs that I have to buy, or not. Maybe I don't buy it. I don't buy them, and that's pretty much it, because it would be correct. Also, it can have only color tabs and shoulder boards, but not only shoulder boards. So I may sew these shoulders shut, this hole shut, and just don't put anything in here. Or maybe I'll buy some low rank color tabs. And by the way, it needs an armband, a proper armband, sorry. I bought it already and it has to arrive, but I'm waiting. So I think this is pretty much it. It is a lovely, lovely tunic. As I said, I've introduced in all 4 pockets this anti-moth thing. So it is a little bit protected, and I also have a protector plastic thing to put it inside. And I also have, okay, fell to the ground. Anyway, and I also have to buy a belt. And talking about belt, we can fold it again and see the back of it. As you can see, there's not a lot to see, but you can see here are some lugs for the belt to go. I might buy maybe a combat style belt with proper RAD buckle, but I don't know. I may also buy the more formal style, ceremonial style, to say it in any way, with that's all leather with a rectangular vertical buckle, and that is also pretty cool. And I don't know, that's pretty much it. It is in very good condition. It has some, like, one hole in there and another hole in the sleeve in here, maybe something in here, but I don't mind. It has 80 years old, so I'm not going to be I don't know, disappointed with it, because it is a great acquisition for my collection. Hello, it's me from the future, and I just wanted to tell you that I have a UV light, and I know it's completely original, but just to show you, it passes completely the UV light test. And on the inside also there's nothing, just for you to know. So if it was a reproduction, the white usually would be shining a lot, and no, this is not shining a lot. So that's great to know. And I've also noticed another stamp in here, but I cannot read it. It says RAD and some numbers. Oh, let me put the flash. Maybe you see it better with this. 5-3, I think it says, I don't know. And here RAD. And so usually the UV light test is very useful. Not something pretty normal to see, but the UV light is something that you can take advantage of. For example, I have here a repro drawstring of a helmet, and the UV light test works in almost every collecting item. So this is a repro, and look at that. I don't know if you can see it in camera, but it shines a lot. That's crazy. And here it does not shine as much as the drawstring. I'll put it on here so you can see. Nothing, a lot. Nothing, a lot. So that's great to see. It's not 100% efficient, because maybe the repro is a very good repro, but it's something that you can, if you have this, like, I don't know why I have this, but I do, and sometimes I do this with my helmets. But that was it. I don't know what to say. I'm pretty excited, pretty happy with it. So this is pretty much it, I guess. Well, I was going to buy another one that was like a later type. I think this is a pre-war type. But I was going to buy another late war type with that was shortened. It has only the, like, shortened, like the M44 style army tunic. It was pretty similar, but with the, well, I have to show this. Everyone shows this, the underside of the collar. I don't know why, but here you can see it. Good condition overall. As I was saying, I was going to buy another late war style. It was a little cheaper, like $100 cheaper or something like that, or $50 more. I don't remember well. But the sleeve patch was like in the middle of the. It was original applied, but it was in the middle of the sleeve. It was little awkward, so I couldn't install a proper armband to it, because it was going to be on the forearm, and the armband is never on the forearm. So this was a really good option. and I paid less than it costs. So I don't know, it's a really cool tunic. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. I will upload some updates, some Tunic updates, like installing the armband or installing the belt, maybe applying some original color tabs, or putting it on a not original, on a mannequin, half mannequin or something. I don't know. Let me know everything in the comments, and I really hope you enjoyed the video, and I see you in the next one. Bye.